This Pimpin kid in the building, man.
Hey.
I'm gonna jump right in. CEO, founder, P. Diddy is a CEO too.
Yes, sir.
And one thing I do want to say is allegations keep popping out. You used to be in them parties.
Right.
You one of the guys that was in them parties. You seen what was going on in them parties. Right. And I just want to know, like, is it as radical as what people are saying?
Well, I never seen that type of stuff. P. Diddy and I had business, right? So I did an album with his artist called Loom. It sold over 1 million copies. It did extremely well. So Loom had gave my information to P. Diddy. P. Diddy called me along with his team. And they asked me, what is my publishing company? I said, my publishing company is Kid Ivy Publishing. So we negotiated. I said, hey, but I got one favor I want to ask of you. He said, what's that? I said, I want Loom to come to my party. I want him to perform for my birthday party. That would close and seal the deal. So that happened. And then about a year later, he called me, or 6 months later. He was
What time was it?
Huh?
What time was it?
What year?
What time of the day?
Well, when he called me? It was like probably,
So it wasn't 2 o'clock in the morning?
No,
because he called my boy at 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:30, and said...
No, but when he actually had me to come to his party, he wanted me to come to his party. He put...
Who was at that party?
Jermaine Dupri, everybody in Atlanta.
Usher? Was Usher at that party?
No, and me and P. Diddy, when I came to his party, me and my man Paper Chase was in his VIP. You know what I'm saying? So when we went in his VIP, it was just me and Paper Chase and him, and he was battling with Jermaine Dupri on the mic. So I didn't see all that gay stuff and all that stuff.
What was Diddy at the time?
He was on. It was like a little stand, like a DJ booth, and he was just talking that shit. Hey, what up, bad boy type shit,
Okay, the allegations are that he was doing a little more than just bad boy on the mic.
Well, I never seen it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why I said, I can't say for sure. When I met him, he acted like a street nigga. Then when I went to his party with his mama, when they invited me and Don Juan to New York, to Justin's, when we was at that party, it wasn't no gay shit,
When you first started going to his parties, how long ago was that?
Well, it's not that I went to his party. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just asking.
Okay, let me get on you. When you start cutting your dreads off, start looking Americanized and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just asking you.
But what I'm saying, sis, is that this was before allegations. We're talking almost 30 years ago.
Okay, that's the reason why.
Some of that stuff gonna come up from 30 years ago. You sure you wasn't in some of them pictures? You wasn't in some of them rooms?
Hey man, I do have a picture with me and Puffy. You know what I'm saying? Me, Puffy did get in my
Everybody had his shirt on?
No.
No, but what I'm getting to...
No, I'm asking, did everybody have his shirt on? Because when I'm looking at these pictures now, it's a lot of shirts off.
No, man. I'm telling you, man, if a nigga pull his shirt off me and try to come in that way, I'm going to slap the shit out of him. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You being a person who understands, litigations of certain situations, you've seen what happened with Bill Cosby. You've seen what happened with R. Kelly. You've seen what happened with all these different people, even Epstein. I think he killed himself when he got in there, or they killed him. Yeah. But allegedly. But what do you see happening with P. Diddy with this case?
Well, let me get to that's the appropriate question, right? Now here's the situation, right? In the African American community, it's 3 Ds: demonize, destroy, and discredit. When it comes to black men, you know what I'm saying? It's been a long-lasting policy of certain government officials and certain white supremacists to try to bring black men down. That's why when I look at Fannie Willis down there in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? What they do, they build us up and then they destroy us. You know what I'm saying? And whenever you see a white person really getting behind a black person, they build them up like they build Bill Cosby up, and they put him on this pedestal, and like R. Kelly and P. Diddy, you know that they're gonna pull the rug. I guarantee you, they haven't done it to him yet, but Jay-Z, they probably try to get him. They're going to try to get, like they doing with A$AP Rocky. They already getting at him. You know what I'm saying? They're getting at Rihanna. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be getting at Beyonce. Anybody of national prominence within our community, they try to destroy because, if you look at white supremacy is a religion. When you look at it from the perspective, whenever you read your history book and say, George Washington was the greatest president of all time, and so was Jackson. We got them on the dollar bill and we got them on the $20 bill, but they don't tell you both of them punks were slaves. You understand me? They teach you about Maynard Keynes. They teach you about
slave
Marx.
owners.
Yeah, they teach you about all these white greats, but they don't teach you about Mansa Musa or Kwame Nkrumah or Charles Drew or Percy Julius, some of the African American greats. And then when they do, why is Martin Luther King, no disrespect to Martin Luther King, why is Martin Luther King more pronounced and more recognized than Percy Julian? Percy Julian was the first black man to own his own medical facility. He also got over 1,000 patents with the gluten company. Not only that, you know what I'm saying, he protested in Chicago, in Oak Park, Chicago, when they burnt his house down because they wanted him to move. He did the same thing Rosa Parks did. He refused to move. He refused to allow the white establishment to bring him down. And nobody ever talk about that, but they talk about Martin Luther King because they killed Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying? So in the backdrop of Martin Luther King, you know, all of these streets, all of this this stuff that they got in respects to Martin Luther King, the backdrop of that is, you know, it's a European, you know, person that killed Martin Luther King. Black Wall Street. You think about Black Wall Street, on the backdrop of it, they killed 600 black people. So you got to understand, whenever they lifting a black person up, or they taking a black person and they giving them all that recognition, it is always a rug that's being pulled up under them, because that's what white supremacy look like, making black folks look like they're food.
When you think about like just what happens, you know, with P. Diddy in this case, going back to that, because and that I'm gonna get back to the original question that I asked, like, will he do jail time, or will he be okay because he's was a billionaire and this happened to him?
Well, it's to the white establishment, in particular the white supremacy mentality, to put him in jail. Because they put him in jail, then you say, here's this black man that was a billionaire who had all these great accomplishments. You know, he ain't nothing but a pedophile. He ain't nothing but a rapist. He ain't nothing but a molester. You know, now all of the young people that inspired to be like P. Diddy, now all of a sudden their dreams and hopes has been deferred. You know what I'm saying, man? You see that happening throughout the black community on massive levels. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I try to make it my best to try to, you know, show brothers, man, you know, we got to be independent of all of these. You know, it's good to sign with Universal, good to sign with all these people, you understand me? But make it for leverage purposes only. But on the backdrop of that, own your own clothing business, own your own shoe company, own your own liquor, you know, own something, and use them as a conduit or as a mechanism to promote what you got going on.
Wow. Okay. And the thing I
always tell my kids, hey man, think 15 seconds before you act, because that's very important. Because see, the sin don't lie in the sin, it lies in the thought. The thought was the cause of it all. As a man thinketh, so is he. So you got to always be conscious and forever mindful that, you know, when you make a decision, that decision, you know, you got, you know, basically put it like this: establish principles and forever live accordingly. You know, so your present choice will determine your future happiness. So if you make a decision and that decision is based on low EQ, low emotional quotient, you allow your EQ to supersede your IQ. Character is formed, you know, through principles. Principles are things that you say that you will or you will not do. You know, when a man can't be trusted, or a man might do something, or he could possibly do something, that's a man that has a lack of principles. When you look at A, B, C, D, those are characters in the alphabet. They never change. You're going to always spell cat, C-A-T, you're going to always spell dog, D-O-G, using the characters that's in the alphabet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, those are characters. They're never going to change. Only time they change is when you get to 0. When you get to 0, 0 is nothing. But you got to go get the character 1 to make the 10 to make it something. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes you can build character, you know, and that 1 can go to all the way to 1 billion, you know, 1 billion characters. So that's what character is all about. Character is about never changing. It's about meaning what you say and saying what you mean. And that's important. That's, you know, because it takes real charisma and real character to get real money, because people, you know, they judge you by who you are and not who you seem to be. If somebody show you who you are, who they are, believe them.
Hey, what up, y'all? This is your boy Ken Ivy, aka Pimpin Ken. You're watching The View from the Game. Thank you for tuning in. If you're on Instagram, you watch me live at RealPimpKen_. I am the actual man behind the Instagram. Yes, I do answer my DMs. When you DMing me. Hey, but check this out, man. While I got your attention, make sure you go get my book, The 48 Laws of Game. That's right, Pimpology, The 48 Laws of Game. You can get it at audible.com. All you got to do is type my name, Pimpin Ken, when you get to audible.com. And this book, as well as my other book, The Art of Human Chess. This is the book everybody's talking about. This is the book that your daddy should have taught you about. Everything that your daddy didn't teach you the game, it's in this book right here. And The Art of Human Chess, a study guide to win, teach you how to maneuver, teach you how to finesse, teach you how to play chess, teach you how to outsmart your enemy. You got to get my books, classics. Hey, man, also, man, make sure you subscribe, like, and make sure you let everybody know through notification where to come and get this joint at by sharing. And also, I am also the proprietor and the owner of HHF Mag, HHF Clothing, HHF Awards, and HHF Radio. Hey, man, stay tuned, man, and go to thehiphopfraternity.com and check us out. And every Monday, we're at the Ice Bar. That's right, 5456 Fayetteville Road, Atlanta, Georgia. Every artist get in free. Every A&R get in free. Every executive get in free. Everybody is free. Artists get to perform for free, and you get to park for free. The only free game in town. So,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna sign first. And that's the jacket. He's officially signed to HHF.
Okay then.
We just need your John Hancock, young man.
Come on with it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, live on the Beehive Show. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hey man, welcome to the team, man. So
StayHHF.
Mike, when it comes to the streaming side of stuff and going viral, man, I mean, break that down to me. How does one go from the ground all the way up?
Yeah, man. I can't really explain that. I gotta get out on the guide or something.
I'm with you.
Honestly, because when I do stuff like that, I be like, how do I do it again? I don't know. I ain't do it. And like I said, be the women that they love me so much. So when we made this Bounce When She Walks song months ago, bro.
Yeah.
And they took it all over TikTok doing the challenge, all in other countries, Africa, China, billion streams. I don't know how, bro.
Yeah.
I was at the house and my drawers recording that. I didn't put up nothing. Like I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
Like people just love it. Like some people say I put voodoo in that music.
most of y'all don't know him once he introduced himself. He got over a billion streams. I'm never gonna introduce himself. But I go by the name of Mike Fresh. You ain't never heard me. You may have heard me on that song, Throw That Ass in the Circle. And if you ain't heard that, you may have heard me on that song, 8 Bounces.
From a lot of niggas, from like just growing up, seeing a lot of niggas, and like, damn, you just fly them on with a suited and booted and shit. As I grew older, I'm like, man, I gotta make sure my shit together, you know what I'm saying? Make sure I'm popping, you know what I mean? We was driving to Chicago, it was me and my pops. Well, first, he picked me up, we slide. He like, man, we finna go to Chicago, don't tell your brother, don't tell nobody. I'm like, what the pops got going on? What's up his sleeve? So we go to Chicago, we in the, I think we was in the S500. And we get there, it's a white, blonde, white lady. And she switch out the car. She pull up, we pull up, she give us the keys to a Mercedes, a black Mercedes. And we switch out the car and get back on the road. I'm like, okay, some crazy going on with Pop.
Love, you lied to me. Said you'd always be around. Love, you died in me. Left my chest vacant, no style. You ripped out my heart. You tear me apart. Your sticks and your stones are breaking my bones. But it's sickening to say you won't leave me alone.
I got a new project coming out. I'm still pushing big.